Hello again and welcome to Steve's Long Stay Vintage Radio Workshop, where things come to be repaired for various reasons, like being looked at elsewhere. This is a Bosch VHF71, I think it is, and it's this way around because this one really has been got at. This is a Shango 66 standard. This it really is. Actually, Shango 66 was one of the people that inspired me to start this channel. So if you're watching Shango, this one is for you. Also, of course, Andy and Jay. So anyway, the reason why this set was done that way around is because of the state of the front of it. Yes, that's right. It is a complete and utter bloody mess. The tuning string's gone, but it is there. But the rod there isn't. So, but there's one there. I have got a tray with other bits in it which I can use on this. But this is how we start. This, by the way, has been to another dealer. Apparently, I know one in question, and I don't think he would do anything like this. So I have my doubts, but it's certainly, yeah, certainly interesting. Now, I have plugged it in actually, like that. The bulb comes on, as you can see there. Give it a minute and see if it does anything. I know I shouldn't, but this is me, you know. I don't expect it to do anything, but sometimes it's good to try and find out what something will do. So, good heavens. That is truly amazing that works. Now, because it's been to a dealer, but then it ended up in somebody's shed and got by the rain, I don't know what we're going to find here, but we're going to find out, because I'm going to take the back off it and see what we can see. This could be a very simple repair, or it could be a bit interesting. Let's see. Now, I know that plugging it in that state was probably not the best thing to do, but I like to have some fun. I mean, you know, if the hobby's not fun, why doing it? You know, so I'm a great believer in what comes out. You know, so there you are. I can't see anything been done on this at all. If you look, you see, I'll put that out of the way down there. If you look inside, like that, I can't see that anything's been done to it at all. Nothing. So, I don't know, but we'll certainly find out. It's AC/DC, so it's got the resistor, and I think the first thing we do here is get this thing out of its case completely, because it's certainly going to be an interesting set to work on, but certainly not in this case. I say I really am truly amazed that this works, quite frankly, but you know, obviously it does on VHF. Whether it does on the medium wave and long wave is another matter entirely, but it does actually seem to work on VHF. So let's get in and have a look, shall we? Well, let's have a closer look. First of all, no way has anyone been inside this. No way. That capacitor there needs to be changed. That's C40, that's that capacitor. That needs to be changed. The thing needs to be cleaned up. That needs to be checked. That needs to be changed, and so on. So that there are, in fact, a few things on here which need to be changed straight away. On the other side of it, again, there's a couple of things that need to be looked at. The dial lights work okay, and as we heard, it works. So, well, on the VHF anyway, and there's some caps on the back of the transformer here, which needs to be changed as well. So, basically, at this point, electronically, it's not that bad. I know it looks it, but this is not that bad. I'll probably forget saying that, I know. I'll probably regret saying that, I know, but at the moment this does not look that bad. So what I'll do, I'll give it a clean up where possible, and a spray and whatnot, and then I'll change a couple of capacitors and we'll try it again. With any radio, even in the state that this one came in, there's one capacitor you must change, and it, of course, is this one here, which I've changed on this one. Now I've changed nothing else, and we're not switch to any wave at the moment. But if I was to get a screwdriver or something and go on to there, we know the amplifier section is okay. So that's something. Now from there, yeah, we go to RV1, which is the volume control. So I'll just knock it off for a minute and turn the thing around so I can, like that. Yeah. And from that we can now go have a look at the volume control just here. I don't know which one is the volume control, but we'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. So okay, so it's that one. Okay, fine. So the one underneath it is probably going to be tone control, I think. But it appears to have been, again, played with a little bit here, so there we are. Anyway, so now, from there, again, circuit, which I'll print off as soon as I can for you. You go to RV1, middle pin. Okay, right, okay. Now from there, one part of this goes to deck. Hang on. One part of this will go to deck, of course, by R18. So it's one of these here. Another one goes to switch 1D. So that's okay. That's okay. That one isn't. Okay, fine. So it's there. Okay, so from there we go to switch 1D. which is one of the ones up here, which appear to have been rather badly malleolated. So we'll put them all back in and so hope for the best. It's this has been quite badly treated, this actually, so it might be a problem. We might be looking at VHF only here, but we can do our best. If you look at the control, if I turn it around so you can, like that. You see, that lot is literally coming off there. Literally coming off there, and that's medium wave. And so obviously something is not quite right down here with this block, which I was obviously expecting. So this might become an FM only set. I don't know at this stage, but if you look, you see that's all come out there. So I'll have a little look around and see what, see if I can correct that. As you can hear, VHF on this sounds really good. See, the first part of from the volume control goes to switch 1D. The switch 1D is on the VHF switch here, and what that does is it I'll knock that off for a minute. What that does is it switches between FM and AM. So FM are medium and long wave. So then we've got to follow medium and long wave through and see where that goes, because looking at this like this, I'll have to do some open heart surgery on this. So let's see what happens then. So we know from that the valves are okay, the FM circuitry is okay. I mean, that was just with soldering on one half of the socket. The volume control's okay, the tone control's okay. The few caps on here that I should change, I will, but I shan't go changing caps until I've sorted this out here, and that's my next port of call. The next thing, of course, is to see if the AM IF is there, okay, which I'll use the signal generator for. They're about 465, 470 on these, so I'll dial that in if I can and take it from there. So I get the signal generator. There it is. Next thing we do, put it up as high as we can, and we're looking for 470 or thereabouts, which it doesn't seem to want to give us at the moment. Now we know the FM is okay, but the AM obviously isn't quite as keen to give us anything at all. So next thing we do is look at why that might be. The AM and FM sides of this are all handled by this valve here, okay? Now then, again, it goes through switch 1D, and from there it goes from AM to FM. Like I said, FM works okay, so we know that's okay. But AM, well, I don't know until I look a bit further. So it's looking at the circuit here. We know that that valve works on FM, and we know that the audio side of it is okay. But it threw S1D. And oh dear. These things happen. Well, with the power back on, I thought we'd go any further. I'll take you through the circuit. This is an AC/DC receiver. The valves are all in series there, you see, with the resistor and a thermistor there. And the mains is also halfway rectified here. And so the capacitor which you must always change on these is that one there, okay? Every radio that comes in that runs off valves, you must change that. No messing. It might look okay, but that capacitor does a lot, and it does tend to fail. So when it does fail, the valve can be affected, and so can the transformer. So always, even if you're one of these people who change what you need, always change that capacitor, okay? No messing with it. So that goes to the anode of the first audio stage. And then of course the grid to there with the volume control, yeah? And then it goes to switch 1D here, yeah? Now then, switch 1D here switches you between AM and FM, yeah? The FM discriminator is here, okay? It's there, yeah? And so it goes there, to there, to there, or it goes down here to that resistor there, to the AM coil there, which comes through here, down here, to the anode of the UAB C80 there. Basically on AM, the first amp also works like that with a demodulator as well. So that's there. Okay, so therefore, with the thing switched to AM and power applied like that, I'll just shift that at the moment. Yeah, and get the get this. Yeah. Like that, we should get something on the AMIF. Okay, we should get something on the AMIF, which I think on these I think it's something like 470 kilohertz. I'll just check that because the manual's here. Yeah, 470. Okay, so again I put that like that, and there should be now some audio coming out. I'll just check that the signal generator is correct, which it should be. That's okay. That's high. That's as far as it'll go. And there appears to be absolutely nothing here at all. Diddly squat. That means therefore that there's a problem, probably with this switch again. It's a guess. That's what we're going to look anyway. So, with the radio off like that, look at the circuit, wherever it is. With these, you always find that circuits are one thing that is difficult to find sometimes. Is it just me, or do other people get that problem as well? Anyway, yeah. So one of these is the circuit. Which I'll put separate. Okay, right. Now, from S1D, it goes to 47K. Okay, and that goes to the IF. So 47K to the IF, and the IF goes through here to there. Okay. So we'll check that first of all. Okay, so where's the meter? It's here, right? And I'll find out which one of these little bad boys here is the diode circuit down here. Wire it up and we'll trace it through. Here's the circuit again, and one lead emitter is attached to C38, which is here, yeah, this end of it here, okay, which then goes to switch 1D. And with it switched to mid-wave or long-wave, I'm not sure which one, yeah, it should therefore come out at 47 at this one here. Okay, 40 centigrade R16. Now that is here. Yeah. So it comes out there. Okay. And so they'll end of that. That's okay. Well, it's not perfect, but it's okay. So we know from that now that on AM it comes out with a volume control through R16 to R15. Okay, R15 is this one here. Now that is 330K to deck, so we'll check that one as well. Okay, so that goes to deck like that, and it and that was okay too. And just to prove the point, that's deck there. I'll just prove that by doing that. Okay, and the other half of it, put the meter up so you can see, there we are, is more than 200K. It's there, it's just under, so that's okay. So we know therefore that from there to the circuit again, we know therefore that from there it's okay. Yeah, that goes to one end of that obviously goes to deck, which what is in it, and the other half of it goes to I think it's L5, which is here. I'll just pull up so you can see. There you are. So it goes from here, down here and up here to C5, to IF35. Okay. Therefore, there should be something. There should be not very much between there, which is okay, and the other half of it, which is there. And as you can see, there isn't. Now, the reason why the other side's okay is because this is dual gang. So the we know that FM works, and we know that therefore that power is getting to all the valves, including the UF89 there. So we know that one's okay. So we know that the is okay. Now from there it goes to there like that, and then we're going to find out where it goes down here. It's not going to this valve. Then it's not going to work. So I'm going to have a quick look around that valve again and see which one of these valves, which one of these sockets, these pins, it should be. Now, obviously, when you have a valve and put it towards you, I just get a valve to show you. That's what we'll do. If you put it towards you with the gap at the bottom, like that, gap at the bottom, you see, you count round 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 and 4 on these valves. But there were one or two exceptions, but generally speaking, 5 and 4 are the heaters. So that one. So therefore, we find out which one of these here is deck, and we go around. So I think it's going to be this one. This one here goes to there, and there, I think it is. That's okay. Nothing on there, nothing on there. Okay. Actually, if we were to do that and that, again, that's okay. So it's that pin and that pin. So that goes on there like that now. Yeah. There should be somewhere down here a pin on the UABC80 valve. Here's the circuit again. It should go to that anode. Should go to that anode there. Okay, straight from the other half. So that should be a straight run through. If it's not, I can put it in, can't I? It's blue there, and it goes to somewhere down here. There don't seem to be any blue wires here actually, so none on that side, so it's obviously going to be here. Going to be there, and put that out of the way. And so we need to find out which one it is and take it from there. So it's pin number 6. Pin number 6. From there to obviously something here. Now there's no other connection on pin 6, I don't think. Always check, because if there is, then that can help you find the valve actually. And no, there isn't, so it just goes straight to pin 6. I found it. Pin 6 is here. Okay, prove a point. I've pushed that to deck like that, and there should be 200, it should be, I think it is 330k plus plus the coil, which is negligible. So from here to deck there should be something like, and there is, okay. So we know that part of it's okay. So why we're not getting anything through? I'm inclined to try another UABC80, and I'll tell you the reason for that very quickly. First of all, the socket's okay, of course it is. On these UABC80, EABC80, PABC, there's quite a few different heater voltages. That is 3 valves in one in a way. E is of course heater voltage. A is what we want, the one diode. B is a 2 diode, which we know what because we've heard it, and C is of course the amplifier circuit as well, so that's okay as well. So we know therefore that most of that is okay, but the heaters on this actually are split into 3, and if one goes, which does happen sometimes, it does actually suggest that one or more of these won't work. And if that happens, of course, like that, the valve will work on AM but not FM, or FM but not AM, or something like that. So they do have a problem. So I'm going to throw my caution to the wind here, get a valve and try it. Well, I have in fact got here a replacement UABC80, not a new one. I wasn't going to put a new one in this, like, you know. So I'll put this in here like that. Thank you very much. There you go. Did it go? There you go. And then of course we'll bring it up and see if it does anything now. Basically it looks like it's the same, but what I'll do, I now think, right, okay, the next thing we'll do therefore is put that near to it, like somewhere like there, and switch on the signal generator, and hopefully it will start to work. So when it goes, okay, like that, and nothing. That's okay. I've put that's right, but that is not. How about there? That again tells us absolutely nothing. with the UABC80 now working, there's something touching down here. The IF got through, but obviously RF didn't. And the RF didn't because of this, which is being a mess back here. If I just turn it over, maybe you can see that. Yeah, but now, what I've done is I've wired it onto medium wave only. So now, when the set is warmed up, we should get, with a bit of luck, Radio 5 live. So let's just wait and see, shall we, on that one? They should, but whether they will or not, I don't know. Got to wait for the thing to warm up, of course, you know, which is something that happens with old radios, as you know. There we are.
But a lot of experience as well. So they signed from Lazio.
That tells us that the oscillator is working. Basically the set works, but because of this switch being like it is, the long wave button is now medium wave, and these two buttons will be not used. So that's I've done it. So what I'll do, I'll put the other one in. If you look on the circuit, it does actually show you how it should be wired for the medium wave. You see it's there, okay? You see that? That is how it's supposed to be wired for medium wave. So that's how I'm going to wire it, and that will be it. So at that point, I shall put this thing aside and get on with the cabinet, which is also in, shall we say, a bit of a state. But now I'm going to put the other switch right, the other switch in properly, and again I would test it. Okay. And now
aspiring to be involved in the Premier League, so I think it's an opportunity for
that's AM looking sounding rather better than it did.
Do you know what, Dennis? Okay.
So now we switch it off like that, and we'll leave that now for a bit because we've got to look at the cabinet. Now the cabinet on this is not too bad, but not too good. So let's have a look and see what needs to be worked on here and what doesn't. It's certainly a problem, but not as bad as the set itself. So I think it'll probably do okay. So let's get it and let's have a look. Now the cabinets on these, any old radios, you don't use polish on it straight away. That is because polish actually polishes the dirt in, it makes it shine, but that's why things get a lot darker. This stuff I use, foam cleaner, if you look here you see, it actually brings the muck out rather than polishing it in. So it's a much better way of doing it. So we get it nice and clean, like that. Nice and clean and ready to have a proper polish up and a paint up. And then we'll take it from there. The stuff I use, by the way, is this stuff, foam cleaner. It is really good. It's excellent stuff to clean cabinets with. It brings them up really, really well. Trust me, it does. I mean, if you look at that now at the top there, you see, look at that now, you see, that's it. That is just one bit. So if I now do the front as well, and the other side, the baker light will be clean, but it will still look its age. What I mean by that is that a radio that is as old as this shouldn't really appear to be brand new, because it's not. It's been around for like 70 years, and you know, what the look we're looking for is it's being sat on a table in some elderly woman's house or flat or whatever, and being polished for like years and years, lovingly polished every day, as well as used. You know, now if it goes back to into the factory like that, and come back to the factory, then that won't be true. That won't be true. So really, it's a polish and get it to a state where it looks its age, but good for its age. If you see what I mean. That is how we do it. So I mean again here. Look at the top of this now. Look at that. That's perfect. That's what it should be like. And so I'll finish that up. The next thing we'll do after that is I'll put the cabinet aside. Actually, Hobby Shaft is a quite useful place. They sell some good tools as well in there, you know, small pliers and screwdrivers, that sort of thing. So it's well. I'm well with looking at hobby shops as well as garages as well. So it's certainly worth it. It's now arrondited back on, and we'll leave that to set. Okay. Now, that's all I can do with it for tonight. Now that it's done as far as I want it to be done, I'm not going to put more expensive components in this, because it's working okay as it is, and B, it's not something. It's more of a challenge and everything else, and the challenge which I think so far I've won. See you say on that, you know. But now I'll go and get stuff to Hobbycraft for the case, and you know, put it back together again, and we'll try it. The case is now had all that off-white paint removed, as you can see there. So the case is now completely ready and clean to have the radio put back in it, which is the next thing. Which is not something we're going to do just yet, but we're going to do very, very soon. I went to a Hobbycraft, by the way. Very good place actually. They even supply tools as well, so it's certainly worth having a look there. It's quite interesting what you get. Anyway, now radios of this kind have a sheet which goes behind the dial here and basically hides all this. Okay, now that's gone. So I went down to Hobbycraft. I got a piece of card which, as you'll see, will go in the back like that. And of course it will then be tied into place, and then of course this will go in front of it. That's the next thing. Never throw away any part of a radio, and this is why. It is a replacement dial for it, which I happen to have. So on it goes. I'll put some of this super card behind that's heat resistant, although most of the heat comes from the back, and you can see there with it in place, you know, even if the bulb can't shine through okay, you can still see where the station is on the dial, as you can see there. So now I'll put all this back on, and then we'll try it again and make sure it's still okay. That's the unit nicely back together again, as far as the front's concerned, the buttons are concerned. And of course, when it warms up, it will of course play as well. So give it a minute, and we should get 5 live again. That's the one thing with these radios. Sometimes it takes so long to warm up that you wonder, but it is working. It just takes time, you know. Here we are.
It does talk about timing of this being an issue. Won't report until September. We don't know what that issue would be. But my view, and I will take...
That is 5 Live for you there. I'm just taking the screwdriver at the back there. So now I can put this thing together and align it as needs be. And once again, a working radio that actually looks like a working radio. And here it is now, a working radio. There you are. A lot better on VHF,
information.
Here, there's a lot to be had. Up and down the dial. There you go.
Today we are blessed with the penitential Psalm 51, a psalm that is used during the season of Lent, the passage in which David shared his...
There you are.
We're doing it on to...
So there you are, a working radio again, compared to the pile of crap it was when it came in. It's now a working pile of crap. But seriously though, jobs like this and radios like this, it needs a new button assembly. That's why there's no long wave. We know medium wave works. That's FM there. Now, in this sort of situation, you can still get things working, but you need the manual, you need time, and you need patience. One of which I have, one of which I haven't actually, but there you go. I'll let you decide which is which there. But anyway, Bush VHF71, cleaned up, working, looking a lot better than it did, and there you go. So for me, Stephen Pendlebury's Vintage Radio Long Stay Workshop, goodbye, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye. And we'll see how long it takes to warm up, shall we? Because all of our radios take time to warm up, so in a radio is plugged in from scratch, it won't come up straight away. There.
That comes to your healthcare. If your GP suggests you see a specialist, you can choose where you go. This could be a hospital with short